Oh boy, StealthPlayz is here with a tutorial. You want to know why I'm doing a tutorial? Because I can. Hello there guys, welcome to a tutorial by StealthPlayz. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my YouTube thumbnails. Now, no one has said about me making thumbnails, how I make them, but I just wanted to do it because I want to. Now this video is going to be in two parts. We're going to have the first part, which is today, which is how I make my gaming intros, like this one. And part two is going to be how I make my update kind of videos, like this one. So, this video is actually kind of a test video, not like a test video, but when I say by test, I'm testing out all the stuff with Audacity, which is the audio program I use, and testing out all the stuff with OBS and Sony Vegas, because I just got OBS today, and learning new things with Sony Vegas Pro. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing what you want to do is, I use Photoshop CS6. Photoshop CC is absolutely fine. You can use you can use either of those programs, but that's what I use. There is tutorials for other programs out there, but I'm only planning to do Photoshop. So to start off with, I'm going to head over to File and New, and this will bring up a little box, as you can see, and you can name it whatever you want, and I'm just going to call mine Gaming Thumbnail, and the width is going to be 1280 and the height 720. Now this is you can do 1920 by 1080, but it usually will shrink it down to this size, but this is the actual size, and you can make the resolution what you want. I choose 720 because I haven't really tested out with 1080p if it would work on my computer or not, so I would go with 720 if you're not that sure. And the background contents, I would make that transparent. So you want to hit OK, and it will come up with a nicely sized thing, nicely sized layout, as you can see right here. So we're going to make one of my gaming intros, and to start off with, I'm going to be putting in my thumbnail border by going to File, Place, and you come to your desktop or wherever you save the stuff, and here is my thing. So it will come up like that, and all I need to do is hit OK, and it's quite, if you zoom in, you can just see that there. So all you need to do is hit Ctrl T and align it into the position. I'm just going to drag it out a tiny bit. Now I will be making a video on how to make this, something like this. Probably after this video has been uploaded, I will make another tutorial how I make the thumbnail borders. But just for this video, I'm just going to be putting it in. So next, what I like to do is I don't really get a background at the moment. I want to get something from a video, so to put in the background. You know, in my Captive Minecraft series, you can just see part of the video in the background. So what I like to do is I head over onto a video, which I'll head over into my YouTube folder when it loads, and head into any video, final videos, and let's say we want to do one of the update ones. I head over into the video, and I pause the video and find the part that looks good, so I'll play it. I'll actually put the volume down and find a good part. Now what I'm going to do is seek. So what I do is I just find the best part. So let's see here. So we got this right here. I'm going to do that and then click this thing. Not actually. And it comes up with, so it comes up the full screen. And what we want to do is, if you have a Windows computer, you should find a little button called PRTSC, that means print screen, or it might say print screen, I don't know what computer you have, but anything, just click that, and it should print your screen. So what you want to do is you want to hit the X button, close out that, and go back into Photoshop. So what I do now is all I do is make a brand new layer there, and I hit Control V. As you can see, the layer has come on up, but I'm actually going to put my thumbnail border above that. And what we're going to do is we're going to click the little eye on the thumbnail border right there, and hit Control. Make sure this layer is selected, and you want to hit Control T. This resizes it, so we're going to head over and hold Shift, and then drag the corner down so you can see the whole video. So I'm just going to do that. So now what I want to do is I want to get rid of this bottom part and the top part and the sides. So what you want to do is you're going to head over to this tool called the Polygon Lasso 2 tool. If you don't have this right here, all you need to do is hold down onto it, and you'll come up with this, and you should be on the lasso tool. Just hold it down and click on the Polygon Lasso tool. So now I want to get rid of this. So I click, as you can see it comes up with this, but if you hold Shift, it'll give you a straight line. So I'm going to head over, go right across, click, down, across, and click, and double click, so it gives a light little box. And what you do is hit Control X, that will cut it out, and you can do the same for the rest. So I head over and take out that, Control X, and this last part, these last little bits. Control X. Okay, so there we go, we've got that. And what we do is you can head over and hit the little square on your thumbnail border, and that'll bring up the thumbnail border. And this is where the easy bit is. Make sure you have your thumbnail your picture selected, Control T, and just resize it to the size you want it. Doesn't have to be the same size as the actual frame. Make it above, but it'll be below, so you won't be able to, it won't go above, because if you swap them round, if you hit check mark and swap them round, as you see, it'll be over the thumbnail border. We don't want that. So I think that's pretty good. And what I like to do next is I like to head over to this little eyedrop, or drop, however you say it, and it'll be called a blur tool. Now, my settings are 825 because I like to head over and straight up just like do it instantly. But you can do what you want. And the strength I make it 100 so it's instantly. What let's do is just head over and go over the image quite a few times, and as you can just see like my skin, maybe even the stone blocks going a bit blurry, which is what I like best. So that should be perfectly fine. So now checklist. So now we've got that, and that's our little thing. So now we want to maybe make this bit done. So let's say this is one of my captive Minecraft videos. What I do is I put in a little episode there. So what I do is I head over to the text tool, and I click. So and then I click. So I click on this little color thing up here, and choose my text. Mine's usually red, a nice red color, like red. So okay, you can have whatever color you want. You don't have to copy exactly what I do. This is why you can experiment with Photoshop. It's one of the best programs. So what I do is I like to click here. Now the text might be too big, but don't worry at the moment. And what I do is I type in EP, then the colon 3, to say this is an episode 3. Hit check mark, and then you can't see it. So what you want to do is you want to put that above the thumbnail border. Right now I can find it. Right there. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to make it a tiny bit bigger. So we're going to highlight it, and we're going to head over to this and make it size we want. Make sure you always size it in. I think that should be good enough. Let me just use the arrow keys to move it down, and there. That's pretty good right now, but we want some good old effects on it. As you can see, if I head over to one of my thumbnails, as you can see here, you can just see it's like got some nice little effects on it. So what I do is I head over to back onto Photoshop, and you want to head over and right click on the text tool and head over to blending options, and you just move it so you can see this bit. And this is where you can experiment as much as you want It's up to you. So what I do is, start off is I get a gradient overlay. Now this gives it a nice little overlay, so I head over and click on this little next to gradient thing, and I click on these little check marks, and where it says location, just type in 50 and 50. Cancel that. So I did that wrong. So click on that one, 50, click on the white one, 50, and as you see it looks like this. It looks a bit weird. But you can experiment what you want with the gradients, you can do whatever you want, but I like this best, and all I do is I just drag the little slider down until I get my perfect thing, and that looks, 14% looks pretty good, so we head over, that's good. Next what I do is I head over and get a drop shadow, and mine's already set default to this. It might be set default to you, so the opacity is 75, 120, 5, 0, 5, and 0. That's what I like, and that's usually just my thing done. Next we're gonna head over, I should really keep it open, shouldn't I? So, keep that open. So as we see on here, we have this little skin dude, and we want him in the thing. So I will also make another video. I'm sorry if I'm not doing it, but I don't really want this tutorial to be too long. This is like, well, I say it's like a test. I'm testing out all my new softwares and stuff, and I don't want to go too in depth in things. But we're going to add this guy right here. So I'll be making a video on how to make it. You can also search up how to make a Minecraft skin render in Blender, because I don't have Cinema 4D. And there's loads of great tutorials out there. So I'm going to head over and make a new layer. And make sure it's underneath thumbnail border. Head over to File, and then Place. And you want to find your thing. Now I have two, but I made a copy with the one with the little face on him. So now what you want to do is you just want to resize your image, whatever you have in it. Now you can zoom out holding Alt and the scroll key, then click, and then resize him to wherever you want. So I'm going to put him right there. Zoom back in. And it looks pretty nice there, so we're going to head over and hit the check mark. And that's the next thing done. So now we want the good thing. We want the actual text. I need to keep this open. I don't know why I'm not keeping it open. But we want like maybe another image if you want. So we're going to do that. So all we need to do is head over and find your image that you have. Mine should be in... Where would it be? It should be in here. No. Should be in thumbnail pics. Oh, 1 second, guys. Editing pictures, here we go. Alright then, alright here. So mine's here, and as you see there, hold shift and drag down. So you don't want to have as loads and loads of images, because that just ruins the whole thing. You want to have like 2 to 3 images is my recommendation. How I'm very bad at spelling. I can't really say that. I can't say things when I'm in videos. I'm so bad. That was pretty good. So I'm just gonna cross a bit with the arrow keys and then hit check. Okay. So next we're gonna have the text, as you can see right here, and I'm gonna call it whatever I want. It doesn't matter what you call it. So I'm gonna head over and get the text tool and put underneath. What I like to do is I head over and go on to where is it? Where are you? There you go. So when I head over and I get like a nice color, I like to get this color because it's a nice blue. Head over to the text tool and go underneath and just type in anything. I'm just gonna call it tutorial and just put that down underneath. Now if you just drag it across, it should arrange itself like so it's like perfectly with it, and that's what I like about it, and it's actually perfect size as well. So we're going to head over back into blending options, and we're going to head over and do our gradient overlay first like we did earlier on with the episode part. 50-50, and okay, and I'm going to make it 14 again because that seemed to have worked. Now what I do is I'd like to get a stroke. Now, with that stroke, hit OK. Head over to the color picker tool and see on the Captain Minecraft, because I make the text underneath the Captain Minecraft logo the same as, I like to make it the same as the logo itself, so that the colors are the same. So zoom in and click on this darker one, which is darker than the other one, and you want to head over and click here, and I head over and highlight this little hashtag part there, hit Control C to copy it, click X, go back into blending options on your text, back to stroke, click on the color, and then just highlight it and hit Control V, and you see it will come up with that, hit OK, and then you can head over and put the size. I'll put 7, 6, 6 looks pretty good, and I just like to make it a bit darker. Bit darker than it already is. So that looks pretty good. Okay. And then we have the good old drop shadow. Make the distance a bit like that, and the spread. And there we go, guys. That's a pretty good, okay thumbnail. So I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers to make a simple thumbnail like this. And remember, guys, that whatever program you use, experiment. You don't have to copy exactly what I do, and just choose what you want to do. Yeah, just choose what you want to do. It's up to you. So next, once you are happy with your thumbnail, head over up to File, and then Save As. Or you can do Control Shift S, and it'll come up with this little box. You always want me smaller. I did something and now it's huge. But you can now head over to where you want to save it, and I like to save it to a desktop. And I'm gonna call it Tutorial Thumbnail. And what I like to do is I save it as a PSD file, which is the Photoshop file first, so I can never go back and edit it. So like what I do is I just delete if you save it as a PSD file and it's for a series, it's really good because you can head over into that PSD file, head over and delete all the layers and all that stuff, change the episode 3 to like episode 4, and then change it all up like that. So once you have saved it as a PSD file, it should come up onto your desktop, as you see it right here as a little PSD file. What we want to do next is head over to Save As once again and click on this little format box here and hit PNG, because you have some transparent images which will be better. As you can see, like let's say you see red here, you can just see the transparency behind. If I made it as a JPEG, it would come up like as a little black screen behind, and you don't want that. So we're going to call it Tutorial Thumbnail PNG. We don't have to call it Tutorial Thumbnail Final. That's what I like to call it. I don't know why. And hit save. And this is what I like to just use, the small and slow. And there you go. As you see, it comes up here saving, and it should have saved right onto your desktop. And there you go. There is your thumbnail. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a big fat thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Let's try and hit 1 like on this episode, because I don't want loads of likes. I don't mind likes, but 1 like will be perfectly fine. And if you haven't already, subscribe if you want. I'm not telling you to, but subscribe if you want for more of these tutorials. And leave your comments down below if you think that OBS will be better for me to use for all my things, all my videos. And I want your opinion, guys, if I should start maybe doing some speed ups. So I'm thinking about getting a graphics tablet, thinking about maybe looking into one and doing some speed ups for you guys, which I think is going to be a cool idea. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more of the Captain Minecraft series, which this video was mainly about, the gaming thumbnails. The Captain Minecraft series, keep looking for that, because more of those episodes of the series will be coming out, because I'm testing out brand new things. to make the videos better. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!